a good chance he might not ever walk again. 9 days later, I was walking.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Silicon Steve Valli Show, episode 3. And this is going to be a very special episode of the Silicon Steve Valli Show, and one that you're never going to see like this again unless we're talking about this very subject. And today we're going to be talking to Anthony Revello. He is going to be the subject of the upcoming documentary and YouTube series, REVELLO Strong, the Anthony Revello Story. He has been diagnosed with an incurable disease, a form of cancer, spread throughout his spine. Most of it was removed except for one part on his C1. And we're going to go into how a guy who busted his ass, did everything right, and still got dealt a really shitty hand when he hit his 40s. But that's not the story. The story is going to be how Anthony responds and the support system around that's going to let him beat this fucking cancer. If not beat it, at least keep it away for a long enough time where he can have a long, happy life. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to be hard. And it's not going to be an easy watch. But these are the stories that taps into the human spirit. These are the stories that are really inspiring. If it doesn't happen to us, it's very difficult to wrap your head around when it's either fight for your life or die slowly and horribly. The hardest fight you're ever going to have in your entire life, or just give up. Statistics say Anthony has a 10% chance of living past a couple years. But Anthony's going to prove that he's not a statistic. And neither are the people around him. That's going to help him beat this. So ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I give you REVELLO Strong, the Anthony Revello Story.
I'm Anthony Revello, 41 years old. I am currently battling something we call glioma in the spine. I have a grade 4 glioma. Prior to cancer, I was a gym rat. You're going to see videos and pictures on here. Not only how big I was, how strong I was, but how healthy I was and how well I took care of myself. The kind of man I was. Husband, father, brother, friend. You might be like, why am I doing this? To spread positive energy and good thoughts for people who are going through this. Because the one thing I can tell you by going through it now is I didn't know how hard it was. I just didn't know. And I don't want kids to ever have to go through what I'm going through right now. So if there's anything I could do to try to prevent that before something happens to me, then mission accomplished. So I'm married, I have 3 kids. My oldest is 18. He's with one of my exes. We had a relationship, didn't work out. We have Aiden. Aiden grew up to be just a wonderful child. Not just that, my best friend. He is kind-hearted, and now he's getting into the gym. So he's getting all in shape. He's getting all big and strong, and I'm just so proud of him. He's going to college now. He works hard. I mean, he was the apple of my eye, And I have a 12-year-old son, King Colin. Oh, man, Colin is he's one of those kids that he's not just smart. It's just natural for him, Colin is natural with things. Like, he kind of person that you're like, man, so unfair. Like, he didn't have to study for that test and he still got an A. It's Colin. But, he's just so kind-hearted and just cares about other people so much that it almost amazes me how genuine of a person he is, and he's going to amount to something really big in life. And then there's my Ava Adore, my sweetie, my only girl. She is 10 years old, and she's artistic and so well-spoken and funny, always a positive energy, and she just has this never-ending amount of energy too. It just doesn't stop. I don't think the kid is ever tired, except when she wakes up in the morning, but that's it. Everyone loves her. Everyone wants to be her friend. Teachers all compliment how fun she is, and things like that. So I just another one of my beautiful children. Sarah and I have been together for 15 years, going on 16 actually. And 2006 started dating, and we had it all. We had it figured out. Good relationship. Went on great dates. Had just everything was fun. We had Colin in 2009, Ava in 2011, and we moved around a lot, trying to find the right area for the kids in school. We were in Jersey for a while, and then finally decided to move up to Lake Ontario. Like I said, we're over in Webster, New York. Beautiful area, just gorgeous. And feeling something wrong with my lymph node on my right side here, and started to have like some nerve damage in my arm and my neck. Finally, I get to see somebody, and they tell me, we want to take more looks, CAT scan, MRI, things like that. Get a swollen lymph node that's bothering you, some nerve issues, could be a lot of things. So we're gonna check it out. Get a call a couple days later. They say they found a large mass in the left side of my brain, going down to my neck, wrapped around my vocal cords, which is why my voice sounds like this now. My nose, ear, and throat doctor who discovered it, who did the surgery, told me this 10 to 12 hour surgery, he had to, like the game Operation that you played as a kid, he had to go around things, because this didn't pick apart this tumor piece by piece, because it was that delicate, wrapped around my nerves of not only my vocal cord but my tongue. So there could be a chance that maybe my tongue doesn't move a certain way if he does something wrong or something happens that's not right during the operation. I was lucky enough to have a great surgeon. He did a phenomenal job. So I was lucky. He wound up being a schwannoma, which is what he thought it would be, a non-cancerous tumor. However, it does grow if you leave it alone for too long. It can affect you in different ways. The schwannoma gets removed while my nose, ear, and throat doctor was looking at the MRI scan. He saw something glowing in the back of my spine. I get the news that I have a very large tumor going from my C1 down to my C6 in my spine. I woke up nearly 14 hours later, and the operation went as well as it could. He was able to remove the C2 to the C6, replace it with titanium bolts, over 6 inches of bolts, nuts, and screws. He could not take out the C1, however. The C1 was unfortunately cancerous. He couldn't get it all out. If they did, I'd be a vegetable today. from being a guy every day, wakes up 5, 4 in the morning, goes to the gym, works out, goes to work. I gotta almost live with severe, I call it pins and needles, but it's way worse. Just the best way to describe it to people who don't know what I'm going through. It's nerve damage though, and it feels like I'm being electrocuted every time I move my hands, my legs, from my shoulders down to my feet. Tough enough to get used to it, to handle things like that, but who wants to? Can't throw a football anymore. Can't drive my truck. Can't teach my kids how to cook anymore. Play basketball. Work. Work out. Run. That day I woke up, my life changed. One of the worst days of my life is when I was in the shower and Sarah was helping me get washed up, and I come out of the shower and I look in the mirror and I don't recognize who that guy is. Who the fuck is that? Who is that? He's got my tats. Who the fuck is that in the mirror? It's not me. I can't fucking be me. I don't even know who you are. You work 20-some years to have traps and biceps and thighs and then a fucking ass, glutes. Who's that guy? He's got this lump sticking in the back of his neck. He looks so unhealthy. Medication's jacking him up. I freaked out that day, like a toddler. I used to say, it's not why me, it's try me. I was crying in my pillow, why me now? Why me? One of the worst days of my life. I didn't even recognize me. Before I tell you what happened, at my house, Diesel hears me fall on the floor because I blacked out and fell. Actually hit my head on the floor pretty hard. Got myself up, tried to get onto the walker, stand myself up. Couldn't do it. Was having problems. Really, my legs were weak and my spine was hurting me. I know I can do it, but I'm having problems. Diesel comes, barking. Stop barking, man. I'm okay, I'll be okay. He's barking to get Colin and Sarah's attention to come out. It works. He puts his head under my armpit and he starts trying to push me up. It's a true story. Go to my social media and check it out. It was... He was trying to help me. He was there for me. This cancer took away me being there for him. He didn't make the blood transfusion that he needed. He passed away in the middle of the night. They said he came back to life 3 times. But the 3rd time, he just couldn't anymore. He was fighting because he wanted to see me again. He was fighting for the kids, for Sarah, because he knew how unconditionally we loved him. But I think more important, he was fighting because he was going to come back to me, and I was going to come back to him. But I couldn't be there for him because of cancer. Once again, it took something from me that I love. I was in the hospital and my wife calls me and said, I don't know how to tell you this. I said, no. He's still a baby. He just turned 7. Don't tell me this. It's hard. You all know you lost a pet. They're family. I don't care if you want to call them your kids or whatever. If that's your kid, it's your kid. It's your best friend, it's your best friend. They're companions no matter what, at the end of the day. So are your children. I'm never gonna see him again. And I really wish I hugged him tighter the last time I saw him. Maybe he thinks that he would have saw me if he passed away. Because maybe he thought that's what happened. I don't know. My diesel is gone. Gotta stay positive that you, just like Job, he kept his faith. His family came back. He got a better job. He made more money. His health came back. Everything got better for him. I'm interpreting the story the way I want to. So I think everybody can interpret it, the Bible any way they want. It's the way I did. My story's not over, and neither is yours. If you keep the mindset of being positive through this, doing something about it. You know how many people I've been in these rooms with as a roommate and they just want to lay there all day and die? 90%. I'm the dude next to him doing 400 leg lifts at 4:15 in the morning because my body's used to waking up. Each leg. Then I got to 500. Then I got to 750. Until I got to 1,000 before 7 a.m. I don't do them all in a row. I do sets of 50, 100, whatever I feel that day. I'm getting my legs stronger. I'm not part of that 90% that just want to lay there and do nothing. And just die and feel sorry for themselves. I'm part of the 10% that want to get better and healthy and get back to their family and loved ones. I'm part of that 10% that has faith. Call it how you see it. Feel bad for yourself. It's okay. You should have those days if you know you're not human. Feel sorry. Ask yourself why. It's okay to do that. But when you need it, rely on support. Family, friends, loved ones. Your dog if you still have them, or your cat, whatever. Freaking gerbil. But rely on them. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them to tell them they love you. You're gonna need them to fight for you. Nicole, Sarah. Examples, my younger niece Alexa fights for me on things, does things for me on social media. my family and friends just dropping off something to eat or a coffee. I mean, I have so many of those friends. I'm gonna talk about them because I want them to know who they were that touched me while I was going through this. All right, so
Because you ended it pretty well. So
some of the other things that have really taken a toll on getting used to is I started blacking out and falling over. I told you I fell before with the dog coming over and helped me. These blackouts were happening because I didn't understand this cancer and that the tumor was pushing against nerves that were lowering my blood pressure. So I'd stand up and get all dizzy and shake it off and keep walking and boom. So it started happening a lot. I fell down a flight of steps, fell on the floor, cracked my head on the concrete floor in the garage. Y'all don't know about all this stuff. You know, I don't put all of it on social media. I do it to share my story, but you guys don't know. I blacked out in Newark Airport. Fell on the floor and people working there were just walking by me. In the airplane, I had to call an ambulance for me because I blacked up and smacked my head on the ground. I'd be out for a couple of minutes sometimes. My wife and kids saw this happen. My mom watched this happen. Where I just can't control it. And you know how scary that is for your wife to see who's crying on me. Your kids, your siblings, but your mom. No parent wants to lose a kid before them. My mom had to watch me black out and fall backwards. That's not good, man. It sucks. She says every day, why does it have to happen to you, Anthony? Should happen to me. I'm 70-something years old. You're a great dad, a husband, a friend. So many people look up to you. You're so healthy. It shouldn't happen to you. Every day I hear it. I know, Mom. But Mom, I wouldn't want it to happen to you either. That's why we're doing this. How we could try to prevent it to happen to anybody. Glioma in the spine. There's like 0 people looking into it. Research shows that it's just not enough people to have a glioma in the spine. So why would they do anything to fix it, right? Why are people making it happen? There's more support on social media and groups from people that are going through the same shit than there is getting grants to find a cure. It's just, hey, you're one of a million people who have this disease. Just glioma in the spine. It's all right. We're not going to spend money on fixing that. But what about those people who it hurts, who it touches in ways where it affects them now? They don't have a dad or a mom or a brother or a kid, sibling, uncle, aunt, godfather, whatever. Now they don't have that because it affected them and they died because you don't want to do research on it. Is that fair to the 4-year-old little girl who just got it? Is it fair to her? Her mom and dad? Her little brother who's only 6 now has to watch his sister have a death wish of 1 to 3, maybe 5 if you're fucking lucky. Years? No. We gotta get help. It's like everybody, we gotta get help. We need to spread this out. We need to get help from celebrities, people who have the money to help. Send it to St. Jude, Send it to here to help us for gliomas. Spine gliomas grade 3, 4, 2, 1. Doesn't matter. Let's save some people. Not just the people who are dying. The friends, the family, the kids, the loved ones. I know I'm fighting because I want to save my kids from having to say they lost their dad in his early 40s to cancer. I don't want them to have to say that. That's my why. What's your why?